Welcome to Wonderful Human Wednesday. I can't even deal. I have for you Lori Prince, Marisa Calin, hashtag narrators, and we get to talk with them for this Wonderful Human Wednesday.
So good to have both of you here today. The first question that I have for you, I know you all have a lot of stuff going on outside of the studio and inside the studio, but when you're not busy with work, what are some things that you enjoy doing? Maybe some hobbies and passions that you have?
We love to travel anywhere, and it's because I'm slightly obsessed with travel hacking. Points and miles, yeah, obsessed, check websites constantly. I'm like, where can we go?
And I too am obsessed with her travel hacking because I am not interested. But I do like to go nice places. But the moment she starts talking about credit cards,
Because you get all the points and you get like all the good stuff, right?
Yes, yes.
because she's like, I moved points from Delta to something and I've got a hotel for 7 points.
Yeah. I wish
You
it
could
was
be,
7 points.
do you think you were a travel agent in your last life? Like, how do you know how to do all this stuff?
I'm a dork, I guess.
Well, it pays off.
Free things.
I like free things. That is true.
Where are some of the favorite places that you've traveled to?
I mean, we're headed to Sicily in April, so we've been doing a lot of research because that is where my family is from.
Yeah.
We've started taking Italian lessons.
That's another passion. Every Wednesday night, we sit with a group of adults in a classroom. It's a trip. It's such an enjoyable thing to choose to learn something as an adult.
Yeah, yeah.
We're on week 7, and our Italian teacher very optimistically said, after 7 weeks, you'll be able to, have a conversation.
No, I'm 70% fluent, I'm pretty sure.
Now I'm going to jump to question 2. When you guys have done a project together, what are some of the anecdotes and some of the funny stories you can tell us from inside or even outside the booth?
Yes, we do. We're currently recording a book in the booth at the same time. It is a bit of a squeeze. It's called A Choreography of Longing.
Ooh.
My character is described as regal. I'm a ballet dancer, and so is she, but we in the world of ballet.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
We have different ways of working.
Marisa will say something 10 times, and I'll say it once.
I can lean a little perfectionistic, but only because I just feel like there's more we can do with this. Like, let's do something more interesting. And so she'll say something, and I'll be like, oh, do you want to take another pass at that? And
I'll be like, no.
Yeah, it's right.
No, it's perfect the first time.
Is it possible to show your booth?
Literally. This one was manufactured for me. I just had to assemble it.
Wait, how do you both fit in that booth?
It's very tight.
Much like this.
Very tight.
Much like we both fit in
Which
this.
is why, like, if I'll have a whole, like, chunk before a character says anything, I'm like, leave.
Yeah.
And then come back.
You're taking up the oxygen.
The mic, it's not designed for a sound, so I built a thing for the mic, but we can swing it out and then we stand on either side of it.
So I would love to know something that you are proud of accomplishing in your career.
I have an answer for that. I write, and what I love about that is that I've written in sort of all formats, and that has brought me joy because it's storytelling it's what we do, but in such different ways. So the first thing I did was write a book, which came out in 2012. Then I wrote a movie, which we shot in 2017. Now I'm writing an audio drama, and it's just such a fun way to explore story in really, really different ways of telling.
A fun tapestry of things that you can just keep in your back pocket.
Exactly. And just sort of, they're so different.
I think that I've lived here for almost, and by here I mean New York City, for almost 30 years and have been an actor the whole time that I've lived here. So to be able to make a living as an actor and figure out different ways to do that, I'm just really proud of myself for that because it's really just not easy. I mean, I've done everything from like simulated patient stuff in the hospitals. I don't know if you've done that, or like mock clients for a law school. Figure out a way to still be an actor because that's what you love to do. And you're like, I'm going to practice any way I can.
I love this conversation. I'm just going to say it. What are you reading or watching currently?
Here's a show we got into that we started because Marisa was trying to perfect her Spanish accent for Earphones in the Midnight Soil.
I am deeply suggestible, so I tailor a lot of my watching to what I'm working on because I do sort of
That's
total
amazing.
immersion stuff, because I do a lot of I get a lot of accents in work.
Yeah.
So I will see what accents I have, and then I'll pick a TV show with people with that accent, because it's the best sort of total immersion that it gets it into your brain. So for like a week ahead of time, I will pick tones and moods and everything that complements the work I'm doing. But yes, for a little bit of Spanish that came up in Bury Our Bones, we therefore watched the entire like 3 seasons of Money Heist, the Spanish show.
It's so good.
It's about a bank heist, but the beauty it's
So good.
Spanish language, so I didn't need that. But the mouse placement, like where they have their tongue, where
you
is
can
so-
see it then.
So far forward,
you can see
yeah.
that it's
Brilliant.
so it really helps with a Spanish accent, even though it wasn't Spanish language, to just sort of look at the way that they talk. So by the end of that, we were like, we speak Spanish.
We speak Spanish.
I never thought to do it that way, to like do research that way. That's brilliant.
I think it's really helpful.
Best piece of advice that you've been given that has stuck with you to this day.
Back in the day, I was auditioning for some Shakespeare play. I don't remember what it was. Let's say it was Hamlet. And I was sitting, waiting to go in, and I see my friend come out of the audition room, and I asked him, how did it go? And he said, well, if they want my Hamlet, I'm going to get hired. And then he just walked off. And I was like, wait, what?
Wow.
And so that always just stuck with me of like, you are the reason why you will be hired. So stop trying to erase you. Do you know what I mean? Inevitably, it's going to be your instincts and your vibe, your authenticity is the reason why you are hired for a project.
Right. And it's actually akin to that, because I remember being told in drama school to embrace typecasting, because that is what will have you working consistently. Because I think when you're young and you're in drama school, you're like, there's nothing I can't do. But then actually, it's harder for you to come to mind for a casting director. So it's not that I then ended up doing that, because actually with audio, you can do anything. You can play everything, which is kind of amazing. But it also helps, like when you're doing something that's right in the pocket of what you sort of feel you have expertise in, then actually that's the most comfortable place to be. And there's a confidence that comes with that.
Trust.
Yeah.
They want you. They want your voice. Yeah.
Yes.
What are some projects that you have coming up that we can look out for?
Like I said, the book that's coming out together is called A Choreography of Longing, which is duet style.
When is this coming out?
End of April.
I'm doing a couple more indie books than I've ever done before. I've only done 1 or 2, but I did one last year, and I'm doing another of her books next. But the fun of that was that I got to do a little sound design and play with it a little. The author's name is Pip Landers-Letts. I think she's fabulous. We got to do more with it, and I get to take a little more time over it.
Well, I know you didn't mention it, Marisa, but you are up for an Audie Award 2026 for fantasy for the title. Please finish my sentence.
Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil. No, I'm so glad you liked it. It was so good. It's so good. I love all the authors that I get to work for. It's a real privilege, but sometimes you're reading material and it's amazing, but you're like, how can I elevate this and add to it? And I went into that booth going, how do I not fuck this up? It was so beautiful on the page. I thought, how do I make this out loud and still let this magic exist? So I'm really delighted about the nomination. I think it's very much to do with the book and the other 2 actors as well. So just glad I didn't mess anything up so horrifically that they couldn't nominate it anymore. But that was
my Lanta.
Very modest.
You two together and separate are amazingly talented, gorgeous humans, and we are so happy we got to interview you for this wonderful Human Wednesday.
Thanks for having us.
to be here.